amazing, dope artist, Profhit in the building.
What's happening?
What's happening?
I appreciate y'all letting me come through here and speaking to y'all, checking the music out. It's a blessing. I'm happy.
You got tracks though, like
some family things happened. I had to move back to California to help the family out, and just I had all this music, and I just was down, so I just decided to put it together in a way that from beginning to end you could feel it, and just made it happen. And some of those songs on there is 4, 5, 6 years old, so it took a long time to get that out to the people, to the world.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of thought went into it. It doesn't sound like a rush project, because a lot of the stuff now, they be having like 1 or 2 hits, and then everything else is trash or some mumble shit or whatever the fuck. But this sounded like it was a plan, like it came from a plan.
It was definitely a divine intervention, because I was recording an EP in a different way, and ended up taking those 2 songs off of my album and then creating an EP, and now my album is done with everything else I did, and then going back and having these this song that I broke into acapella verses and turned them into interludes on there, and then made 2 new songs while I was finishing up the album. So it definitely did not happen overnight, and it took a lot to come through. But to touch on a lot of artists putting out projects these days where it's like 1 or 2 hits and then everything else is trash. It's because we are in the digital era, so everybody's getting paid off of streaming. Nobody's buying albums. So before, when people would go and buy an album, you spend your $10 to $12, $15, and if you don't like the songs, you're like, all right, I don't listen to them, I'll play what I like. But now, since the album is broken up, and you listen to streaming, you listen to the song over. Every time you listen to it, they getting paid. Record company getting paid. So it's like, now it's like, all right, well, flood the market, put out a mixtape every month, a new single every month, and that money keeps coming in, and you continue to get paid. It's not just one time. So they put out. I didn't think of it like that. You know what I was thinking? Because everybody want to be an artist now, so people is like, to stay in that realm against competition. I'ma constantly be in your face with my music, with my projects. I wasn't thinking about that other aspect. Thank you. I'm learning a lot today.
Wouldn't it be more beneficial if you put out a project with nothing but bangers on it instead of just 1 or 2 just for the streams? Like, just because you got streams. Like, I understand what you're saying, but you know what I mean? It's just fucked up out of the game, and people mentality.
Some of these artists don't have the skills to make a whole bunch of hits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the last thing that I can think of like that was a 2 Chainz album based on a true story. Okay. That was just hit after hit. Like, he had about 6 or 7 singles, and the album was only like 14 tracks, and then the rest of the tracks on that album was hits. You know what I'm saying? So there's not many artists that can really do that. So
and we come from an era where people was fighting to make double albums.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have that drive these days anymore. I don't get it. So you say it took you a lot. You had a plan and all that. Did that come from a team, or that was all you?
It's definitely a team. Music and Me Records is my record company, and my production partner, D Music Man, he produced every track on there. So that's my teammate right there, and my engineer Mike Gavesa at Continental Recording Studios in Long Island City / Queens. We've been working since 2015, and me and D Music Man, we've been working since 2009. So it's not something that happened overnight. It took a long time, and it's just perseverance. Eventually, we got to where we got it done and was able to put it out, and that's it. Now we just trying to push it as many places as we can to as many people, and go from there.
So why you call it DMC?
I'm a huge fan of Rakim. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 30, but.
You are all nigga.
Yeah, I'm up there.
No. I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm not saying, because we are part of the golden. We are part of that goodness of hip hop. We're not tainted by the bullshit. So we seen the different elements and all of that. So I mean it like that. It
It's
came
all
out
good.
jokingly.
It's all love.
But
It's
you
all
understand
love.
what
But
I'm
he is
saying.
older hip hop is. Hip hop.
Yeah.
And hip hop,
Yeah.
because this new shit, I don't know. I'm still trying to get it my damn self. I mean, I like some joints, but it's like,
you
I'm like,
some of them.
our era, it was like we couldn't wait till a new joint come out. Like we was thirsty
You was
for
at
some
the
new
record
shit.
store, like trying to beat the door down, like I need my
Record
issue.
stores.
Yeah, record stores.
You know what I'm saying? And actually listening to it, you know what I'm
From
saying?
beginning to the end, experience.
Exactly.
So how you get on DMC out of Rakim?
Just, I mean, you know, Rakim was the God MC, and a lot of people, you know, they go by DMC or like MC Shan or something like that, and I just was like, you know, I don't know, like people call themselves the MC, and I'm just like, well, I'm the MC.
That's like
I'm
biblical a little bit. Right?
I never thought about that, but
Yeah,
why
that's
not?
what they do. That's the language.
How he didn't think of nothing like that and his name is Profit? What do you
Right?
think? Like, come
That's
on,
what because
man.
I thought about.
See, we thinking of more than he think about
Man, I gave myself that name when I was a teenager. I've been making music a long time, and when I originally gave myself that name, it was Profit, and it was, you know, because I love making money. I love hustling, love getting money. So I was like, I want to call myself Profit. And as I got older, you know, it's a lot of people. I was like, that's a name that anybody could use, or you know, I want to make it, you know, distinctive. So I changed it to Profhit. And, you know, I started becoming more aware of things in my community and wanting to change things. So, you know, I started kind of took it Profit and Prophet and combine it together. But
Speaking in entendres right now.
yeah. So, I mean, that's what it is. And then, you know, also the DMC thing is just paying respects to the origins of hip hop. I'm being somebody from the Bay Area, you know, people see the Bay Area as a hiking movement, E40 Too Short. They see it, they don't take the Bay Area seriously when it comes to...
You an E40 fan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like hardcore E40?
Ooh.
I mean, hardcore, but like not too hardcore. Like I rocks with E40 and I love all his, you know, old school music, all the stuff now. Like I listen to it from time to time, but it's like, you know, he's up there and he's still putting stuff out. He's putting out a little too much for me, but I listen to it from time to time. He still got slaps.
He got a dictionary of his own vocabulary.
Right.
Like, how can you hate something like that?
I don't hate him. It's just
entrepreneurship.
I never got the whole
Never really
E40
got into
thing.
it?
I never. So I'm like, that's why I was like, hold up.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, it is.
So you like Too Short though, right?
Yeah, I love Too Short.
So you gotta
as
think
far as
about
like
this.
ratchet music, I like me some Too
Yeah.
So
Short.
what about the Loonies? You like the Loonies?
Oh yeah, I love the
and all that?
Loonies. I
The
love the
Alcoholics. They from the Bay Area too, right? Yeah,
But I'm not trying to shit on the Bay Area. I'm just
No,
talking
I
about
understand what you mean.
E40.
I'm
period.
trying to get you out of it.
I
I'm
just
saying, I'm
don't
not
get
saying
the
you
whole.
shit.
I never
Everybody's
got.
not gonna get it, but like growing up, people didn't like Jay-Z. People didn't like Nas. A lot of the nope.
From the Bay Area, they didn't like
Yeah,
it?
from the Bay. I mean, in California in general, like I mean, we have our own music and our artists, and then you got to think of, well, at least my generation, you know, we grew up in the East Coast, West Coast beat, so it's like nobody playing that music here. I didn't even listen to Nas until I was like 12 or something. You know what I'm saying? The only songs I heard was the one with Lauryn Hill, and that was because he had the video. No, they didn't play them on the radio.
And you didn't hear her before that?
No, they don't play it. They didn't. No radio play. No radio play.
It was really that serious
Was
over
that
there like
serious?
that? That's
Y'all
crazy,
didn't, I mean, Biggie got kidnapped in Sacramento.
You got
You
kidnapped.
got
Y'all didn't hear
kidnapped?
about that? E40
School us, let's go.
What it was because in an interview, Biggie had said something about E40.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
I
had a
heard some
show.
shit like that.
Yeah, he had a show and they kidnapped him, and then they called E40 like, yo, like what you want us to do? He was like, it's good, let him go. And they let him go, and it was just like, you know, a situation.
Okay,
That's the way
E40.
to
Your
go.
bars
That's
not
the
might
way
have
to
been
go.
all of that, but you some
No.
thugged out entertainment.
Stop saying his boss. His boss is immaculate.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He's
All right, 'cause I don't want to be kidnapped no way.
Yo, some of the slang that we say over here from the East Coast is from E40. A lot of our slang.
Just a banger in general. I mean, like
Banger.
out here now, everybody out here, you're. When I was in high school, 2002, 2003, was like yee. Yee, that was our thing, and then now I was like, oh, okay.
The pop in the collar.
Yeah.
How you go from being out there in the Bay Area to come to this brick ass, cold ass, ugly ass New York City?
Man.
Cause it's not like y'all not lit over there. That's Hollywood and different things.
I can tell you, at least in the Bay Area, it's so hard as an artist, a music artist, to get out of there and go mainstream. In general, it's ridiculous. Like if I say Matt Dre, you probably heard that name.
Yeah.
You've heard artists reference him. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You heard artists reference him, but he's getting referenced after he's dead. He couldn't get that love when he was alive. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the sad truth for a lot of people. They don't get that love until you're dead. You know, somebody kills you.
I can count on my fingers all the great Bay Area artists that was killed, you know what I'm saying, before they could break out. And I mean, man, it's hard. Even
change drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people knew who he was. I'm talking about like on a massive scale.
Yeah.
That wasn't happening until after his death.
It happened because of his death. Because people like want to exonerate the lifestyle because what type of music they think he was making, and then that happened. They're like, oh, I gotta listen to it now. But it was just like he had a positive message and he was trying to do positive things, but that unfortunately happened, and then now they glorify the part that they want to, the negative. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is with artists in general.
So being over here on the East Coast, is everything panning out the way that you planned it, predicted, or is it still things that you want to see go your way?
Everything that's happening right now is all love, and I'm truly humbled and appreciative of it. Because I mean, I'm only out here on a small tour. I'm flying back on the 25th.
Oh, so you actually based still out there?
I moved back home, back in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I moved back at the end of 2017 to, help the family out. And then, now I've been flying to New York like every 4 or 5 months to finish recording my album. So. Okay,
so you record the music over here, but you still based out in the Bay Area? Okay, shout out to the Bay Area. I hear a lot of shit about you. I need to come visit. I need to maybe make that trip when you go back one day.
Let me know. From the Bay Area, right? Vintage Point, Justin Ray.
Oh yeah, ain't Chris Brown from the Bay Area?
Chris Brown, no, his manager is. His manager is, and he be out there. He be rocking with a lot of underground artists, so he got a lot of love and respect for that. You know what I mean? 'Cause ain't nobody got to do that.
Yeah.
Especially nobody on his level. So yeah.
I want to take a break and get into some more music, and then we be right back. Can we get some bars from you later?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We be right back with it though. Let's get it, Profit. Yes.
The weather is not that bad, but
not today. It wasn't that bad today.
I got it. One weather over there though.
Right? It's sunny.
The crazy thing is, like right now, it's actually just about this cold.
Serious?
It's been the coldest it ever was. It actually snowed 2 weeks ago in El Cerrito.
Is LA? No,
not LA. El Cerrito is like between Richmond and Oakland. So it's like kind of like the hills and shit.
So what's that, north? That's like North California?
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never been.
No, it's a little further north. So like the Bay Area goes from Vallejo to San Jose, in between the San Francisco, Oakland, Richmond. So all that's water. I mean, like, San Francisco and Oakland. That's like
I know it's mad foggy in San Francisco.
Yeah, real foggy most of the time.
What beach you want to burn up to?
Freestyle.
Say something, cause people be like it don't matter, and then you put some shit on. Matter of fact, can you put the best of me? For some reason that beat the Maya and Jay-Z remix. That
okay.
And then you when I put my all in, and that shit. I kind of want to hear that. Maybe a little bit. Hey, how they don't like that in Cali? Who doesn't?
I mean, I liked it. I didn't. That was like one of the first songs of Jay-Z's I heard.
But you remember what he said was like the whole East Coast, West Coast shit. Like, you know what I mean? We over here, and we such riders over here. Like, I mean, big riders. Niggas playing West Coast music over here. We was listening to Snoop.
That's crazy. We was still listening.
We still listening to that shit.
We was saying we wasn't on that. We was like we was listening to West Coast music and East Coast. Because when Doggy Style came out,
what?
NWA,
the Rim soundtrack came out.
That's why Bad Boy went so hard because West Coast was taking over. So we was all fucking Nate Dogg and that whole swag, Dr. Dre.
Never thought that. Oh,
Yeah, was on it.
Why you think they was hating? Like, why you think Bad Boy was hating?
That's why Snoop was like, y'all don't got love for us. How y'all don't got love for us?
It was just that room. If he would step out of that room in New York, you would see how much New York had love for him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just with that Bad Boy. I was just that. I wasn't how the East Coast felt.
Right. The crazy thing is, you know, I didn't find out that Tupac was raised most of his life on the East Coast until like a little
He's from Harlem.
Yeah, like, but like, I feel like for it to start out of what him and Biggie had going on, you would have think that they would have been the ones to, you know, bridge that gap.
You know what y'all need to see? They got the new documentary with Suge Knight. It's on, it should be on Netflix, but I got like this movie app on my phone and it's on there. I think it's still for something way before that because Suge Knight and Puff Daddy was dealing with each other before Suge Knight even signed Pop.
That's crazy. Not surprised.
So I'm like, I think the reason why this shit blew up the way it did was because something happened that nobody's talking about. They knew each other way before that shit, but it to be a misunderstanding like that.
Like how you said, after streaming and all that, that could have been a form of the beef, could have been a form of make money.
I really don't think that you. All right, I really don't. Yeah, so we back at it like Craft Man. We sit here talking about a whole bunch of juicy stuff behind the scenes. We sit here talking about East Coast, West Coast, and you know, and right now he's playing both sides. We're talking about how the legendary Tupac, you know, he was from the East Coast and played the West Coast, and we was talking about earlier how a lot of people from the West Coast wasn't really listening to East Coast music, but the East Coast was definitely listening to Janet Jones. We was bumping Doggy Style. We was bumping. That's why I'm like, really? Because we was showing West Coast love. You know, and even within the East Coast, so-called East Coast, West Coast beef was happening. We were still rocking out to because we couldn't wait till
NWA, Eazy-E,
right? I'm just happy that we wasn't. I mean, we was rocking Jericho, but we was out of that phase.
I never had no
So I'm glad that shit didn't fucking come back with the bullshit. Yeah. So, like, moving forward, what are you trying to accomplish with DMC?
I mean, I think what I was trying to accomplish was just trying to put music out. I haven't, you know, put anything out in a long time. I made my first album when I was 19 in 2009, so, you know, just to have that hiatus from music and be able to put something out in this new digital streaming, because when I put my album out, it was a CD. So, I mean, that was more than what I could ask for, and now I'm, you know, performing, putting music out on radio waves and, you know, trying to shoot videos and make visuals and put that out. I'm happy where it's at, and I'm just going to continue working and doing what the universe allows me to do with it.
Yes. So we always ask people this all the time. Who is your top 5 dead or alive?
Well, you can't say Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas. Well, he probably ain't gonna see them anyway, but
right? Because he's a West Coast nigga.
Those like the Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
Yeah, but you can't see it.
You know.
That's the rule.
Damn, it's funny how they're all those East Coast. Well, you can't say Tupac. You can't say Eazy-E and shit like that.
I wouldn't say that.
Right, cool.
I mean, man.
No disrespect. Those like Easy.
Yeah, they Mount Rushmore. They already got.
Y'all gonna be surprised.
Good.
You want to be surprised.
So, in no range,
Yeah,
but
no order.
All right.
influence wise on me and my life and musically that have styles that cannot be duplicated. I would say Missy Elliott,
Okay.
Busta Rhymes,
Okay.
MC Light,
Ooh. Why did I need cappuccino?
Rakim, of
Cha
course,
cha cha.
the God MC.
Wait, say that again.
Rakim.
Okay.
That's 4.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna throw it to the homie Big L.
Oh, Harlem in the building, town.
Cause I definitely formed my style after hearing his music. Like when people this is gonna take it people back, but like, you know, LimeWire and Kazaa was out. I was downloading all the beats and instrumentals. I downloaded a lot of Mob Deep beats and Big L, and I used to rap over all their stuff. And then, you know, I was listening to them. I'm like, man, these niggas got heat. So, you know, I became a big L fan. A lot of the acapellas on that DMC were, you know, constructed around like Big L's flow, because, you know, he be gassing. He be hitting them with the metaphors.
That
so I mean,
Harlem swag, no, it's
yeah,
undeniable. Can't nobody fuck with that Harlem swag.
Here she go.
yeah.
Yes. So you talk about this Harlem swag, and your man. And I was always already complimenting you how it's so refreshing listening to your music, especially up against everything else that's out there. So can I get some bars though?
Absolutely.
Selector, are you ready? Let's get it though. Let me hear that. Yes. Ooh.
Check.
Yes.
And we going off the top of the dome. I'm not gonna spit nothing I didn't already wrote and memorized. So let's get it. Profit, the MC, the best there ever was. Know that I'm the one. If I could change things, I would turn the hands of time back and put myself on top at a younger age. But I've learned that things fade, and this ain't a phase. I'm just a black man trying to do my thing, trying to change the image of my peoples and the things that we see. They said it's propaganda. I think it's slander. They want to tear down the image. I'm trying to rebuild it. I'm focused on the goals. Only God knows where I might be if I didn't have music. I'm trying to do it 24/7, 365 from California to New York. Keep it live. I'm on the rise. You gon' see me on your TV screen in due time. Understand, this is God's plan. Me sitting here is just a blessing. Bullet holes crossing my face in between the streets. I think we might need a reverend. I might be the apostle of this hip hop shit. I think I should split these young niggas who think they bussin', who think they rapping, who think they doing something. This mumble rap ain't it, okay? Hey,
let's get it. Yeah. That was so dope.
Appreciate it.
Moving forward, is there anything else you want to do besides the music?
Oh man, so I got a clothing line.
Yes.
This is you know, the symbol off of my logo, Music and Me Records. So, you know, we got the diamond and we got the music note. Yeah, I've been having a clothing line for about 2 years now, and I love fashion. Okay. So I'm saying I want to incorporate my clothing line with a lot of different other. You know, since y'all was talking about black business earlier, it's a lot of black businesses that I support and that I work with, and I wear their stuff when I perform as well as my stuff. So I mean, that's something I want to do, is get into the fashion industry. And
well, where can one get your clothes from?
Right now, I'm working on my website, musicandmerecords.com, and we'll have a link, you know, within it for the clothing store for people to purchase. So for right now, just, you know, hit me on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, and I'll set you up. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I do orders through PayPal, so you hit me, you make your payment, I'm sending what you order right then and there in the mail.
Tell everybody how they can find you, your handles.
All right, on Instagram, I have the record company. Instagram is MUSICN_ME_CEO. The Instagram for myself as an artist is THEE_EMCEE. And on Facebook, just search Music and Me Records. And for me as an artist, just PROFHIT, Profit the MC. Look me up and I'm out there, because I got it to where if you Google Profit, PROFHIT, I'm the only thing that comes up. So
that's
just go ahead and Google that, and get your issue.
Is there anything you would like to say to an up and coming artist that, you know, maybe having writer's block right now, or, you know, took a hiatus, like how you took a hiatus? Is there anything that you would like to say that inspired them back into the game?
Man, my best advice is to live life, and when it comes to you, write it down, because I mean that's the truest way. Because if you just sitting there forcing yourself, you know, whatever comes out, it might not be right. You know what I'm saying? So if you let it flow, it'll come to you. But also, you know, going to shows and seeing other artists listening to music, or just going to ciphers, that might, you know, inspire you to come out with something fresh. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we need each other. The competition is what pushes us to go higher.
Still sharpen steel.
Exactly. So I mean, you go somewhere, you in a cipher, somebody busting, and you might start thinking stuff in your head. So that'll help you for surely. Okay.
Yes. Well, I had an amazing show today.
Likewise.
It was so dope having. I learned a lot from you as well. Like, I didn't know West Coast. I gotta come out there.
Slide through, man. I keep telling people slide through.
I gotta go to LA.
Go hit up a Fat Burger or something.
You know, I gotta go to Cali, the
We got everything, man.
area. You know.
Oh, the Waffle House, right? Y'all got Waffle House out there?
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I just gotta wear pink and shit. I can't wear like red or.
Nah, wear black.
Nah, you good. You good. You can wear what you want. We on a new wave.
I don't believe in all of that other stuff.
Yeah, we on a new wave, man.
I like red. It goes good with my heels. You know. Yeah, so I want to thank you for coming out.
I want to thank y'all.
So dope.
Truly
for
blessed.
You.
Appreciate y'all.
And please check out DMC Project album. Is on YouTube, is on streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms.
You're not gonna be disappointed in this project. It is so dope, it's so fire and very refreshing. Keyword refreshing. It's so different from the rest. It's so fire. It'll take you there. And I want to thank Hawthorne James for calling in. That was another dope.
Big ups to him.
He's about to call him Big Red, wasn't
I was about to call, because that's his forever name for me.
It's the OG.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Red for holding
Shout out to Big Red.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, his office hours is from 9 to 5. Don't let that nigga pimp smack you, because he'll do it.
But when's your business hours?
From 8 to 9 every Wednesday to Matrix Studios, and my pimp hand is strong too. Don't play with me. Yeah, and I see you next week, and we up off this.
All right.
Yeah. It's a primal thing. I'm hoping for the top, I'ma take it.
Niggas hope that we fly before we make it.
It's a primal thing.
24/7, no vacation. Vision clear like we just got LASIK.
It's a primal thing. I'm hoping for the top, I'ma take it.
Niggas hope that we fly before we make it.
It's a primal thing.
24/7, no vacation. Vision clear like we just got LASIK. Primal instincts, endangered species. When I rap on tracks with beats that bang like babies on pots and pans. This is the rap apocalyptic survival of the fittest. Slaughter all competition, so efficient. Malignant behavior, throw me to the wolves. And the leader of the pack I devour. I leave trails of bloody carcasses, closed coffins for victims by the time I finish. You should be ecstatic to be preyed on by a man whose rap squeeze like pythons. Niggas like gnats caught in a fly trap. Everything I wear NASA approved. Now tell me how fly is that? A black hole consume entire worlds. Vow nigga king like Cobra. Stick my fingers into the game, injecting venom. Warriors tremble in his presence. Gods bow. Now kneel and pay homage.
It's a primal thing. I'm hoping for the top, I'ma take it.
Niggas hope that we fly before we make it.
It's a primal thing.
24/7, no vacation. Vision clear like we just got LASIK.
It's a primal thing. I'm hoping for the top, I'ma take it.
Niggas hope that we fly before we make it.
It's a primal thing.
24/7, no vacation. Vision clear like we just got LASIK. Let me take this time to repent for my sins. Body bags lined up full of rappers when the ink leaks from the pen. The master of ceremonies, birth of a new nation. I am the surrogate, interchangeable. I can switch the flow up and slow it down off the syrup. Sip game so intricate, on the field I cause flagrants. I've been doing this over a decade and still haven't lost my patience. Still haven't lost my faith, still putting in work. Dirt in my fingernails, mud on my shoes, running through the trenches. What more I got to prove? Losing is not an option. Guaranteed I'ma get it poppin'. Tomorrow's never promised. Lil' homie, just trust the process.
It's a problem.